Welcome back to the Alternative Highs podcast, the number one podcast in Southwestern Ontario. That is just a fact. Quick PSA for y'all. 60% of you have not subscribed. You're just floating in, coming off that algorithm, and not even hitting the subscribe button. So just do me and Daniel and Lisa here a favor and just hit the subscribe button. And with that, on with the show. Today's guest, we've been meeting each other very periodically in fun spots, and we've chit-chatted, we've cried on our shoulders, we've talked, marketplace. It's been a fun relationship. I'm going to get to know her much better today, but Lisa Lester, welcome to the podcast. Thank you for making the time for us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is great.
So typically, when we start these, I just explain who you are, like how we got to this point, and then we'll pick tidbits off of your conversation and talk about whatever you want to talk about. Usually it's the story though.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a crazy life. So, like most people, I grew up on a farm. I grew up on a pig farm just outside of Forest, Ontario. And we were taught to work very hard.
Yeah.
And when I was 17, I always did really well in school and everything. A student council president, just doing everything right. When I was 17, I found out I was pregnant. So I actually had my first child when I was 18. And when I told my parents, they wanted me to get married. So I had a shotgun wedding.
Ooh.
Yep. Got married within a month, and then I was scheduled to go to university that fall because I had fast-tracked that year through high school. And so my mom said, "How are you going to do that?" And I said, "I'm going to do it." And she said, "It's going to be hard." And I said, "I know it's going to be hard, but I know I can do it." So I actually went to university pregnant that first semester. I took the second semester off to have Alex. She's 33 now. And then I went back in the fall when she was 8 months old, finished my kinesiology degree at University of Windsor. I commuted every day for almost 5 years because it was a 4-year honors degree, and with taking some time off with Alex, it took me almost 5 years. And then when I got out, I was like, actually, Alex was like, "When am I going to get a little brother and sister or sister?" So I was pregnant the year I graduated. So I wanted to be home for a change, so I opened a home daycare when I got out of school, just so I could be home with my new baby and for once just kind of relax. But I still felt like I needed to contribute, so that's why I opened the home daycare to make some money. And Alex was starting school. She was like almost 5 at that point. And so I had a home daycare for 2 years. Then after that, I became a teacher. I was a school teacher. For 2 years at Christ the King School in Wellsburg. I actually went through the RCIA program so I could teach in the Catholic school because I was brought up in the United Church, but my mother was Catholic. So I did go to the Catholic Church with my grandma now and then. And I always wanted to have communion, but I could never have it.
I don't know. What does that mean?
Communion?
For Catholic.
Yeah. At the Catholic Church, you have to go through your first communion at the Catholic Church in order to be able to have first communion.
Okay.
But at the United Church, anybody can have communion.
Okay.
So whenever I would go to church with my grandmother, I'd be like, "Why can't I have that?" And she's like, No, you can't. So anyway, when I went through RCIA, it's like actually a program for adults who want to become Catholic.
Okay.
I went through my first communion in the Catholic Church, all of that. You have to be Catholic in order to teach in the Catholic schools.
Okay.
And I couldn't imagine being a teacher and not being able to talk about a higher power, so that's kind of why I did it. I don't believe in any one religion. I think they're all the same thing. It's just believing in something bigger.
Yeah.
So I went through that. It taught me a lot, met a lot of great people. I taught in the Catholic school system for 2 years. And then after that, I opened All That Jazz Dance Company because those 2 years taught me, like, oh my gosh, half these kids don't want to be here in these four walls for 6 hours a day. And it opened my eyes to how our education, like our educational system, is failing our kids.
It's just flawed.
Yeah. Because
Can I break in one second? So you did 5 years at University of Kinesiology. Was that just like a
I forgot.
dream?
I went to teachers college too. I did have to go back to teachers college.
What was the kinesiology like a dream from school? Like, did you do anything?
I always loved health and fitness.
Yeah.
I was, and it's always been a
Because that's not
passion of
an
mine.
easy program. Like that's
No,
not really.
I was wanting to get into physiotherapy actually.
Okay.
But I didn't get in. So I remember being so bummed about it. My mom said, you know what? It's not meant for you. And people don't remember you for what your profession is. They remember what kind of person you are. So like, I remember that was like one of the first times like my mom was actually, you know, because she was very much about, you know, working hard but she really opened my eyes to, yeah, it is more about the person you are, not about what you accomplish all the time, right? Because up until that point, it was always like, you got to work hard and accomplish this and accomplish that.
Mom is deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off
No,
there.
it's okay. I went to teachers college, loved it. It was a 1-year program in Chatham at that time. So it was cool because there was only 40 people in my program. And I had 2 kids at the time, so that was challenging. I would actually bring Alex to school with me because she was going to Our Lady of Fatima, and the board office where I had teachers college was right in the same building. So yeah, that worked out.
That's handy.
Yeah, and then I got a job right away out of teachers college and taught school for 2 years, opened the dance studio after that because I was in a place where I was like, I really want kids to choose to be in my class. Like, because I tried everything I could to like try to motivate these kids in my classroom in Wallaceburg, and it just felt like half of them did not want to be there. Like, it just was not suited to their learning, right? Like, kids should be playing and like exploring the world and
Using their.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, and how long did you have all that?
All that jazz
All that
I had for almost 2 decades.
That's crazy.
And I also started decorating weddings because my parents had a wedding decorating business. So when I was in university, I used to just go help my mom on weekends just to make extra cash. And I actually really liked it. My mom was like, "You're really good at this." She's like, "You should start doing your own weddings in Chatham. Like, it's really good money. Like, you'd make some extra cash." So I was like, "Okay, I'll have the dance studio in the summer or in the winter, and I'll do weddings in the summer." But then they both took right off.
Yeah.
Like, before long, I had 550 dance students. I was renting like multiple buildings to house all our classes. And I was at one point, like, I didn't even count how many, like, I did thousands of weddings at like over years. Like, it was
amazing.
crazy. Yeah. So yeah. And it was busy. And I did go through a really tough divorce. That was after I had twins after Daniel. So I had 4 kids. I was when I was teaching school. It was rough then because it was just like we were disconnecting because I was so busy, he was so busy, and the divorce wasn't easy. I was trying to juggle everything, like, you know, like it was too much on my plate. I was
Trying to be there for that many kids.
Yep.
While your heart's
yep.
breaking in, not there. I can't
was
even
tough.
imagine.
Yeah.
I had no idea how many. When you said you were using your upstairs apartment, I had no idea how many students you had. Like, that's wild.
Yeah, it was
How
wild.
many children's lives that you've touched?
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So I've taught over 10,000 kids dance. Yeah. It's wild because
That's
I
a
used to
huge
go into
number.
I used to go into the schools too and teach dance in the schools for teachers because I had my teaching background. I knew what a rubric was, so I would bring my own rubric for like grading them, and I knew how to teach it catered to the rubric. So I would give the teacher my rubric, and then I would go conduct the class, and then they could just sit there and mark for the dance program.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, it was awesome.
In the conversations that we had, obviously there's no room to get to that part of
Yeah.
it when we're having that class. That's really cool though.
Yeah.
I love that. So
That's wild.
how do we get to the armories?
So
Because you're still doing weddings.
I started doing a lot of weddings at the armories, and at that time the Machados were doing the catering there, and they would recommend me all the time. And
Like Brian?
yeah.
I like
So
Brian.
they liked working with me. I made their life easier. That was always my goal with the weddings, was like, I'm not going to go into these halls and like make it an issue for them. Like, I'm going to bring everything I need so they don't have to be bothered. They're busy. So all the halls started learning that, yeah, Lisa makes our life easier. We want her. Like, so they would recommend me. That's one reason why I think I got so busy, just because these venues, the people working there were amazing, and my friends. And so, yeah, I started doing the armories more and more for the decor. And then Brian kind of said to me, I don't know how much longer we're going to do it. So I had said to my husband, like, I got remarried to Joe. I missed that whole part of my story because I ended up getting remarried, having another child with Joe.
Yeah.
So I have 5 kids altogether. Joe didn't have any kids. So I told him, I finally did agree. He talked me into having one more, even though I never pictured myself with 5 children in my life.
You'd never be able to tell either. Like, it's so like charismatic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, my kids have been my greatest teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely have. So my kids range in age from 15 to 33.
There's some
Yeah.
age there.
Yeah, at one point I had Alex in university, Daniel was in high school, the twins were in elementary school, and Finley was in daycare. It was wild.
Those are lovely names.
Oh, thanks.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blew my mind there.
And that whole time I was running the dance studio and decorating weddings. I had my kids at work with me a lot, though.
I
And
was
like,
gonna say that's your daycare.
yeah, my dance studio, the girls definitely took a lot of dance. Daniel was dancing too for a while, but then he got into a lot of sports. Yeah, they were there with me all the time. I tried to pick them up like from school and take them to Glitters, and we would have our time before like the busy night would start. Yeah, I miss Glitters.
We have all the glitter stuff, like all the furniture down in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
do
fun-
you?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
But these guys own that building.
Yeah, so many memories in
It's a
Glitters.
fun place.
Yeah.
So, what do all the kids do now?
So Alex actually runs the Fortress, my oldest.
Okay.
She manages the Fortress. Daniel just moved to Toronto. He met his girlfriend at AA, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, because they don't drink. They both are recovering alcoholics.
good for him.
And he moved in with her, and they're doing really well.
That's awesome.
And Morgan and Madison are my twins. Maddie actually works out west at the Fairmont. She's in hospitality. And Morgan, out of my 5, she is the one that struggles. She struggles with addiction and mental illness. Finley, she's my youngest. She's in grade 10. Just finished grade 10. And she's doing amazing. She just got her first job, actually.
Oh yeah.
She's working at the retirement resort.
Okay.
She's loving it. She's serving
awesome.
food. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she had 2 big days so far. So
Awesome.
yeah. And Morgan has taught me so much.
I was gonna say, like, I think that's where you and I had our conversation the one day to spark up something so we could do something community-wise.
Yes.
And I mean, if anything, that's, I
Yeah.
get that the most.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
such a tough,
Yeah.
especially
on
from
her
the
journey.
mother's
Yeah.
perspective. Like, I don't know that perspective.
I think as mothers, we think we can fix everything. We think we can make things better for our kids. And sometimes we have to understand that they're on their own journey and they have to figure it out. There's nothing we can do. We cannot be the savior, even though we think we can.
I can remember, I'm very close. Mom's my best friend.
Yep.
And I can always remember her, like, trying to show up. I'm like, Mom, this isn't a spot for you.
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
will forever put a scar on your mind that you'll never be able to unsee. And
Yeah.
the people in here are not the people you want to know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
there's happy endings.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I still trust that one day she will take everything
How old's
she's
Mark
learning.
again?
She's 23. Everything she's learning and put it to something positive, right? Like
100%.
she's got to be going through this for a reason. And
100%.
oh, yeah, and I've talked to her about, going to rehab. She's not ready. And I've talked to her about like different rehabs because like a friend of mine went to one out west. It was an all women's rehab. And they actually train you to be an addictions counselor. And
That's
she
neat.
like thought about it and she's like, oh, that sounds really cool, but I'm not ready to go yet. So I just have to honor the fact that she is in charge of her own life and she will decide when she's ready. But at the same time, I also have to live my life and my journey. So I've had to set some pretty big boundaries.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I always wondered, and I've never even sat down with my mom and said, hey,
Yeah.
what did I put you through there?
Yeah.
Because I lasted from 14 to 35.
Oh,
So
wow.
21 years of like the first,
Yep. Well, D, he quit drinking. He actually apologized to me a couple months ago. Yeah, he did all the steps in the program.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm sorry, Mom, for everything I put you through. So anyway.
And how old? He's the twin?
He's 28.
28.
No, he's the second oldest. So I
Yeah.
have Alex. I have 4 daughters and a son. So Alex is my oldest daughter. She's 33. Daniel's 28. The twins are 23.
Okay.
And Finley's 15.
Okay.
So yeah.
So good for him.
Yeah.
How long's he been sober for?
Almost, I think it might be just almost 500 days now.
Good for him.
Yeah, 500 days. And he loves running. Like he has put all his energy now into running. He is like
fitness.
Yeah, marathon runner.
I try to explain to people of as an addict,
Yeah.
you have to replace your addiction with another addiction. No
Yeah.
matter what people say, addictions are not ever going away. You're
That's
gonna
right.
be, if it's not alcohol, it's probably gonna be a coffee or something,
Yeah.
caffeine. But for me, I'm so addicted to the gym and
Yeah.
cycling
Yeah.
and an adrenaline rush.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, fitness, any type of fitness, any type of movement, it releases all these healthy hormones in our body. They're feel-good hormones. That's why we get addicted to it. And that is a healthy addiction.
It's a
Yeah.
good addiction. Out of all my addictions I've had over the years, I'm a big fan of this. I've lost 100 pounds.
Wow. You look
And
amazing.
It feels like, I don't know if people understand, if it's just normal to feel achy, sore, but once you lose that weight, you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
I love feeling sore.
your hips,
from-
yeah, from the exercise,
Yes.
but just from getting up in the morning, you shouldn't be feeling sore. And listen, I would have never known had when I got up to 300 pounds, I was paralyzed. I was in a wheelchair. I was, smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And
You're amazing.
drinking 60 ounce of vodka.
Wow.
Smoking crack and popping pills.
Wow.
I just thought that was going to be the norm.
Yep.
I thought that was the norm.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy now when I say it out loud to you.
Yeah.
Like,
Look how far you've come. Holy crap.
yeah, there's so many tattoos since then.
That's amazing.
So, when you think about fitness with your kinesiology background, where does it put you? Obviously your dance came into
Yes.
the mix.
Yeah. I really feel my next chapter is going to be all about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, we've been at the Armory now for 6 years, Joe and I, running the Armory. We love it.
Yep.
But at some point, I think we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like health and fitness and health and wellness is very important for everyone right now.
And it's booming.
It is. Yeah.
For
And
the first time in some time, people actually care.
Yeah.
Because
And
before it was
it's-
like Big Mac
It's
Central.
the first part on anyone's healing journey. Like, I also took a shaman course last year.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you can set me up to smoke some ayahuasca.
Yeah, well, everyone always thinks about that. But we studied the medicine wheel, and we always start with the south direction, and that's your body.
Okay.
You start with the body, and then you move into the mind, which is the west, and then you go up to the spirit. I actually haven't finished the course, even though all the other people probably have. I got to the north, the spirit,
Yeah.
and I felt like I needed to take a step back and just work on myself. So that's what I've been doing.
Taught you.
Yeah.
You took a lesson from your book and you did what you needed.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so I haven't finished it yet. It is an online course. You can do it in person, but yeah, and I have, like, I turned 52 on Saturday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. So, and I have, like, I did a big post, and it's like 52 and feeling true.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important that we all, like, we have to be true to ourselves. Like,
100%.
and I think that's tough for people. Like, that's why, like, they try to escape and they don't want to face things. They don't want to face how they're really feeling. And I feel like all along, like, I'm definitely more true to myself now. I can remember, like, trying to fit into all these, you know, ideas and perspectives growing up. But there were still little things where I was true to myself. Like, and one of the things with health and fitness, I always had this knowing inside of me. Mm-hmm. Like, I wouldn't give my kids antibiotics, even though my mom's like, you need to take them and get antibiotics. I'm like, no, they're going to fight this off. Like, I know they can, and they're going to be stronger for it. Like, I don't want the quick fix.
Yep.
I want them to have strong immune systems. And, you know, I always had, and when I would feel sore, like, even if I had something I couldn't explain, I knew that I needed to move my body. I didn't just stay in bed, you know, like movement is medicine.
100%.
Yeah, and I have groove medicine still, which I love dancing still. I dance every day. Yeah. And dance is one of the best medicines because you check off every single box. You're listening to the music. You're feeling the vibes from the music. You've got the rhythm. You have to, like, move your body to the music. You've got just movement.
Yep.
You've got the mental aspect of counting and, like, thinking ahead to the next step. So it's like, it's a full mind, body, and community thing.
I like that.
Yeah. And you feed off of each other's vibes. So that's why I have groove medicine, because I really do feel like dance is medicine. Any type of movement is medicine. And not only that, but groove medicine also is like finding your groove, right? So you can find your groove in life.
Yeah.
And what's true to you, that's going to be what you take off with. And I think too many of us try to fit in these little boxes. I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be a doctor. But it's not really what
Those
you're
boxes are
for.
mental. I put
Yeah.
myself in many of those boxes.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you a quick little story.
Sure.
First time since crashing my car, I danced 2 weekends ago.
Oh, good.
In the middle of Toronto. I set my phone up on a on a light pole.
That's so cool.
And I grabbed Jen.
Yeah.
Her favorite song. We went to Noah Khan.
Nice.
And we were dancing in the middle of this area.
Isn't
People
it freeing?
Just looking, I was like, well,
dance
as
like
long as I
nobody's
don't
watching.
fall, we're good.
That's what I used to always say to the kids at all that jazz, dance like nobody's watching.
I had to, because I was falling. Like, I am the most awkward human, but dancing is so much fun. And it really does take so much and lifts so many little demons out.
Oh, yeah.
There's something that just...
It releases stuck emotion. Like, in the shaman course, we're taught that, you know, we have these feelings and these emotions, and if you don't release them, they become stuck in your body, and they can become toxic, believe it or not. So dancing can release, shaking, any type of movement. That's why we're meant to move, because we got to release those stuck emotions.
I like that.
Yeah, the anger, it can actually dissipate through movement and dance.
What do you think And I mean, gathered, but we both talked about how important is fitness for people working through, doesn't even have to be addiction, any part of like
Everything.
mental
Yeah.
health.
Yep. I was a workaholic, by the way.
I was going to say, there's
Yeah,
something
I
in
used
there.
to work all the time. And like whatever you fill your life with, that's what you become, what you believe you become. So yeah, I became my work. And it actually was the pandemic that I was actually able to slow down, because we all need to like hit a point where we're going to slow down, become aware. I just started, something inside me told me to start writing gratitude every day. So I started writing gratitude every day with my Sharpies, and I actually would post it online. A lot of people liked that. They let me know. I just started walking my dogs every day then, like every single day. And I loved it. And I also started meditating then, and I had never done it. But like I finally had the time to do it. And I'm telling you, like it changed me. Like it changed, just I was able to be present, not just worried about the future and all the shit I had to do all the time, you know, because even this was one thing I was thinking about on my walk this morning that I wanted to talk about, because, you know, we're always so busy trying to get all our shit done, and then you're worried about the stuff that's coming. It's like you can never enjoy what you're actually supposed to be doing. So even if you work hard and you make all this money and you do all these accomplishments, like when you actually have time to, and you're paying for that trip that you work so hard for, when you get on that trip, like I can remember back in the day, I couldn't even enjoy the trip because I didn't know how to really be present.
Let yourself be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was so used to being in fast forward. And
Crazy.
yeah, I had to reset my nervous system, and the pandemic did that for me.
I was just talking about this with somebody else, not the nervous system, but reset my brain.
Yeah.
Like
It's all connected. Your brain is part of your nervous system.
And the nervous system is what my doctor would always say.
Yeah.
I still work alongside the original creator of Alternative Highs.
Wow.
And he's like, we're going to reboot. And I was like, it never made sense to me until I was able to do that flip that I did.
Yeah.
Because what I
doesn't
thought
make
was
sense
the
to
norm was no longer the norm, and I had to make something else different. And
Wow.
I mean, this life is wildly different in the last, I think I'm coming up on 8 years of sobriety this August.
Congrats.
So, like, thank you.
That's amazing.
But it's yeah, it
It
is.
is, and
You're
you're right.
rewiring. You're
Yeah,
rewiring.
and it is a switch too, like that you
100%.
flip. Like it's wild. I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about because I was in that mode where you're just like,
Well, as a workaholic,
yeah,
the first 3 months of anything that you're coming down off of, you're a weirdo.
yeah,
You feel weird as hell.
oh yeah.
I
Trying to
know, at
figure
least
it
I
out.
did.
Yeah, and that's why even with D, I would say to him, his name's Daniel, but I call him D.
Yeah.
I would say whenever you get that feeling, like just go for a walk.
Yeah.
Just go, like, you know, those habits, like they're important, especially in the beginning. Just like having
100%.
that routine, right?
Routine's so important.
Yeah.
If you can get into that routine, my parents always try to get me because they're focused. They
Yeah.
got it going on. They know what they're doing, and I would just be like, yeah, no, I wish I would have listened.
Yeah,
but
and
I
the
wouldn't
breath
have this
work's so
great
important, too.
story.
Yeah.
But so, thanks, old me, for not listening, going down that wild route that you chose. But
Yeah.
this was
Wow.
like a really great conversation.
Yeah, thank you.
I really enjoyed it today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Is there anything?
Oh, I like your pineapple. I love pineapples.
I love the.
What's
pineapple.
the story behind that one?
Okay, that one was, we just really wanted to make sure we didn't do anything wrong and like put it upside down or something. A lot of these, I could do.
I love pineapples.
Yeah, I just love.
Actually, they mean welcome when they're right side up, right?
Okay.
So I do have a pineapple at the Armory. It's on my desk, but you know the wood carver, what's his name? From Bothwell.
I don't know his name. It could start a great controversy
It
of
just
Chatham
made me
with the
think,
wood carving.
I got to reach out to him because he carved 2 huge pineapples for me.
Yeah.
and I haven't gotten them.
Now, Mr. Bothwell guy, we're coming.
think his
I'm gonna
name's
get my
Mike.
uncle to do a big steel one. He does like the steel
nice.
palm trees for your
Oh,
backyards and stuff.
cool. That would be so cool.
I was just thinking about that as you were talking about it. Is there anything that you would like to plug before we say sayonara?
Yeah, just stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
It's so easy, but nobody will grasp it until
Yep.
that moment.
Yep.
And then that moment,
I think it's tough because it's hard to really figure out what you really want. So, and the only way you get there is through being with yourself. Like, be brave. I know it's scary and people think, oh, I got to stay busy. No, you actually need to just sit with yourself and just be and just, like, don't open a podcast. Like, they actually say sometimes we dump too much information, especially now, into our brain.
100%.
Yeah, in order to get to that level where you're like connecting and doing the inner work, you got to be able to get to the top floor. You got to, like, don't fill that middle floor too full with junk, with stuff, right?
I love it.
Yeah.
This was an awesome podcast.
Thank
Lisa,
you.
thank you.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Beautiful.
Thanks so much.